All right, welcome back to the last part of chapter 5, which is 5.6, lesson on buying groceries. So buying groceries is a final way that we can flex our purchasing power. Being able to estimate is valuable as a customer, but accurately totaling a bill as an employee requires attention to detail. So let's look at some examples here. You're going to enter and complete the following customer order for an online grocery store, Hangry Online Food Mart. Complete the bill of sale for online payment. Use Hangry Online Food Mart inventory to make your calculations using a calculator for payment with debit. So I've included the online Food Mart menu in your notes with your assignment. And you're going to be using this one as well. So customer wants to order these 6 items at the top. So what we're going to do is we're going to write them into the sales receipt. I'm going to write how many they want, the item, how much it costs for one, and the total. So if they bought 2 of them, and multiply the price by 2, for example. So I'm going to write these items down. So 3 cans of cat food. This is what your receipt would look like. 1 bunch of green onions. 1 dozen eggs. Dozen means 12. But they sell them as a 1 dozen. 2 pounds tomatoes. And next, 1 2-liter bottle of ginger ale. And 1 canned corn. So we're going to find these items on our list. So we go to the menu. So I'm looking for cans of cat food, and we want 3. I want to know the unit price for them. So I'm going to go over to this online Food Mart inventory that I've included for you, and we're going to look for cat food. So if we're looking, I see cat food is right here, and it says 3 cans cost $1.95. 3 cans come together as $1.95. So when I go over to my item, it says quantity 3 cans is $1.95. Now that's for all 3, not just the unit price, not just for 1. So all 3. So I'm going to be paying $1.95 for that. Next, we look for 1 bunch of green onions. So if I go back to our menu and we look for green onions, I see green onions over here on the left, and it says that it's 66 cents per bunch. So that's for 1 bunch, 66 cents. So our price is 66 cents per bunch, but that's going to be our total because we're only buying 1 bunch. I can put 0.66 in here, I guess. If we wanted to, we can even put $1.95 because that's what the price is. But the amount is what we're interested in. Next, a dozen eggs. Let's go back to the menu. We look, erase that one too. We look for eggs, and I see them over here on the right side. I see eggs. 1 dozen is $2.49. Next, 2 pounds of tomatoes. So erase those. We find our tomatoes right here, and it tells us that it's 99 cents per pound, but we're buying 2 pounds. So I'm going to write it in here. It's 99 cents per pound, but I'm buying 2 pounds. So I'm going to have to multiply 99 cents by 2. I get $1.98. Next, 1 2-liter bottle of ginger ale. So I'm going to find that. I see ginger ale 2-liter bottle is $1.98. So that's the total. And 1 can of corn. I look up our, need to erase that. 1 can of corn, we'll look for right here, 98 cents for 1 can. So for these ones, the price was the same as the amount for all of them. So we didn't really have to do much multiplying except for the tomatoes because we bought 2 of them. They were 99 cents each, and I had to multiply it by 2 in order to get our amounts. So that's our totals. So our subtotals, remember what our subtotal was? It was just the addition of all those numbers that we have. So when I add up all of those numbers, we end up with $10.04. That's our subtotal. So remember, subtotal means our price before tax. Now I need to add my tax. Now remember, the tax was 13%. So in order to get the number here, I'm going to be taking 10.04 times 0.13, because in Ontario, 13% is tax. As I've said a whole bunch of times by now, you're probably very familiar with that. But the tax is $1.31. And finally, our total is, if we sum those together, I'm going to get $11.35. That's the cost of our grocery bill that we bought. And you say, well, how is this person going to be paying? Are they going to be paying with cash, credit, check, or other? In this case, it said they're going to be paying with debit. So they use their debit card. And that's it. So you get the idea of how these ones work, just how many we're buying of something. Ideally, we're trying to get this total, the amount over there on the right. Once we have those, we sum them together and we multiply it by 0.13 to get the tax, and we add those ones all together. So we have multiple items that we're buying. There's 2 questions like this for you to try in the worksheet and to submit. But that's our work with money. Pretty well at the end. Next week we'll have a final summative assignment on all of this money stuff that you work on. But this week it's practice, so give it a shot. If you have any questions, as always, let me know at any time, and I'll get back to you.